World War II remains one of the most significant and impactful events in human history, shaping the geopolitical landscape and leaving an indelible mark on global culture. It is no surprise, then, that the cinematic world has long been captivated by the stories of bravery, sacrifice, and resilience that emerged from this tumultuous period. In this video, we will delve into the top 10 World War II movies, exploring the themes, characters, and historical significance that have made these films enduring classics. Starting off our list at number 10 is Come and See, one of the most harrowing war movies of all time. The Soviet film Come and See provides a stark perspective on the Nazi occupation of Belarus, recounted through the eyes of a young teenager who becomes involved in the resistance movement. According to real history, the film is remarkably accurate, a quality attributed to its co-writer, Ales Adamovich, whose own childhood experiences closely parallel those of the movie's central character. The film not only achieves historical accuracy, but goes beyond it to delve into the emotional tolls of war, concentrating on the relentless struggle for survival of one young boy. The movie has also held up through the test of time. With a 90% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, the movie is praised as not only a harrowing and frightening anti-war movie, but one that is unapologetic in its depiction of what things were really like during this time in World War II concerning the crimes on the Eastern Front. Coming in at number 9 is Letters from Iwo Jima. Clint Eastwood's Letters from Iwo Jima follows the battle and subsequent capture of the island of Iwo Jima by American soldiers from the viewpoint of the Japanese. One particular accurate detail is the limited choice Japanese soldiers had when it came to military service. Letters from Iwo Jima excels in various other aspects as well, including the weaponry employed, its depiction of the battle events, and the faithful representation of the island's challenging terrain. At the same time, Eastwood also made a version of the movie from the American point of view called Flags of Our Fathers. But that movie received criticism for the portrayal of the flag raisers, which turned out to be wrong in the film. However, Eastwood received great praise for Iwo Jima. Next up at number 8 is Das Boot, a widely acclaimed classic directed by Wolfgang Petersen. Das Boot is among the best submarine movies ever made, delving into the deep and suffocating setting that is the inside of a German U-boat during the Second World War. The 1981 movie portrays the dangerous mission a crew of sailors goes on under the leadership of Captain Lehman Willenbrock. Known for its realistic portrayal of life inside a U-boat, the film uses meticulous attention to detail to accurately capture the routines, dangers, and roller coasters of emotions the sailors go through before a perilous mission. The psychological impact of the gargantuan task on the characters is amplified by their confined setting, which leads to some truly intense exchanges throughout the film.
Notieren Sie das. Nehmen Sie das auf in Ihr Heldenepos. Die Propagandakompanie wird sich freuen.
At number 7 we have Downfall, a German-Austrian-Italian cooperative. Downfall depicts the final weeks of World War II in Germany from Adolf Hitler's point of view. Downfall does not make a one-note caricature of Hitler, and the movie is based on real events as recounted by primary and secondary sources who were with him during his final days, such as Inside Hitler's Bunker, The Last Days of the Third Reich by historian Joachim Fest, and Until the Final Hour by Hitler's secretary Traudl Junge. Hitler goes from a seemingly immutable historical figure to a three-dimensional, flesh-and-blood person. This decision is still met with controversy. Critically, Downfall is a poignant retrospective that closes the gap between the monster anyone could succumb to being.
Unter all ausgerechnet Himmler! Der treueste der Treuen. Das ist der schlimmste Verrat von allen!
Taking the number 6 spot is Dunkirk. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk vividly portrays the evacuation of Allied soldiers from the titular French region after being encircled by the German army. While the characters in the film are fictional, Slate notes that the representation of the evacuation is quite faithful to the real historical events of the Dunkirk evacuation. A significant aspect that the film accurately depicts is the limited 1-hour operational time of Royal Air Force planes due to their small fuel capacity. There was also great praise coming from Air Force officer Lieutenant Colonel Matt Zeman, who pointed out the extremely accurate dogfight sequences. He praised the use of real aircraft during the scenes, and said that Nolan nailed certain aspects of actual flying tactics employed in these dogfight battles. Alright, folks, listen up. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a good old-fashioned thumbs up. Let's show the creator some love, shall we? Halfway through our list at number 5 is The Bridge on the River Kwai. Regarded as one of the greatest films ever made, the 1957 epic war drama, The Bridge on the River Kwai is based on the Pierre Boulle novel of the same name, and tells the harrowing story of a group of British prisoners of war who are forced to build the Burma Railway by the Japanese, unaware that their allies are preparing a dangerous mission to destroy it. Starring cinema greats William Holden and Alec Guinness, the compelling picture offers a fictionalized account on the real-life construction of the railway bridge, with more than 60,000 Allied prisoners of war having been involuntarily tasked with working on its construction against their will. The Bridge on the River Kwai won a whopping 7 Academy Awards including Best Picture, with the Philadelphia Inquirer declaring, "There can be no question of this searing picture's greatness. No doubt that here is the finest, and very likely the most honest, anti-war drama ever made."
Diverse in the ranks!
You speak to me of code?
What code? The coward's code!
Coming in at number 4 is The Great Escape. A heavily fictionalized depiction of the bravery and strength of prisoners of war, The Great Escape follows British POW's real-life escape from Camp Stalag Luft III in Germany. The film chronicles the teamwork and commitment of dozens of POW's ingenious attempts to keep the camp's guards unaware of escape tunnels being dug beneath their feet. Praised also for its score and its stunts, including Steve McQueen's iconic motorcycle jump, much more of an action romp than a brutal snapshot of war, The Great Escape stays true to a few historical accuracies in the number and nationalities of those involved. It doesn't shy away from the casualties sacrificed, so the real-life soldiers could make it to freedom. It's also just an epic adventure film that relies on McQueen's star power from start to finish.
A hotshot pilot. Unfortunately, you were shot down anyway. So we are both grounded for the duration of the war.
Well, you speak for yourself, Colonel.
Breaking into the top 3 is The Pianist. Based on the memoirs of the Ladislaus Spilman and directed by Roman Polanski, The Pianist tells the bleak tale of one man's survival during the Holocaust. Spilman, played by Adrian Brody, is a Jewish pianist who watches the community he loves deteriorate as the war chugs along. Once an acclaimed Polish musician, he's reduced to hiding in the wreckage of the increasingly unfamiliar city, as he loses one close friend and family member after another. Brody's career-defining performance brings the terrible true story to life in this emotionally draining and renowned World War II film. The protagonist's haunting experiences are a testament to hope against all odds. but also a necessary reminder of the loss, suffering, and horrors people had to endure during the Holocaust.
Get away at once. Where do you want me to go? Look at me. I'm not leaving. Can't I take my chances here?
At number 2, we have Schindler's List, an adaptation of the real-life Oskar Schindler's account. Spielberg's other World War II Best Picture winner tells the story of Schindler's mission to protect and see to safety more than 1,000 persecuted Jews. Initially, he is a member of the Nazi Party. But when Schindler witnesses the brutality against the Jewish ghetto in Krakow, he vows to save as many lives as possible. Liam Neeson, Ralph Fiennes, and Ben Kingsley pay homage and respect to Schindler's harrowing bravery, and those who made it to safety with his aid. This experience is of course portrayed as terrifying, intense, and bold all at the same time. Filmed in black and white, and scored with a hauntingly somber central theme, Schindler's List is a masterpiece regarded as one of the greatest films of all time.
There's been 2 people. This is gold.
And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is Saving Private Ryan. With an ensemble cast that includes Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, Tom Sizemore, and Vin Diesel, Saving Private Ryan recounts the story of a group of U.S. soldiers on a mission to retrieve one of their own and relieve him of duty. While the film's characters are fictional, they draw inspiration from real individuals. Damon's titular character, for instance, is loosely based on U.S. military paratrooper Fritz Nyland. According to History.com, the film presents a highly accurate portrayal of the harrowing Omaha Beach assault, making it one of the best D-Day movies. Director Steven Spielberg meticulously recreated the events, from the aircraft to the authentic sound effects used for the gunfire.
My goodness, fortress, my high tower, and my deliverer.
The films explored in this essay represent the depth, complexity, and emotional resonance of the World War II genre. From the visceral realism of Saving Private Ryan to the poetic introspection of The Thin Red Line, these films have not only entertained audiences, but also provided profound insights into the human experience during one of the most pivotal moments in modern history. By revisiting these cinematic masterpieces, we can gain a deeper understanding of the sacrifices, struggles, and triumphs that define the World War II era, ensuring that the lessons of the past continue to inform and inspire us in the present and the future.